Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for October the 1st through to the 15th. So we are in Libra season. What do we have? 1-8 Jupiter Sagittarius. Fantastic. I like it coming through for you. It's a really great energy, the 1-8. It shows a dynamic. This is what's happening. Boom. We're heading in the right direction. So it can be also mean a homecoming, a joyful journey coming back to a place or a place that you might feel at home as well. We have Cup Ace Water, beautiful. So the other thing that this can also mean is a shift in the new direction or a positive direction. So it can sometimes mean news coming through with that Ace of Cups in there. This is going to be good news coming through. Very healing news. Could have some spilling over of emotions, joy, happiness, emotional release. But yeah, it feels good. It feels really positive here, Capricorn. So let's see what else is coming through. So this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. So I always say if you know all three of your placements, it's great to listen to all three just to get the bigger picture of, or the fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Capricorn, so just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, you want to delve deeper, there will be an extended reading and the link for that will be in the description box below. And I'll talk about that a little bit later on after we see what's coming out in this reading. So we also have, Wand King Leo crown. I like it. So look at all this fire and water, but it's a nice combination because that Ace of Cups is a very strong energy. So it really can balance out the fire. So something's really spurring you on emotionally. There's a new beginning for the heart, a new direction that is going to bring you a lot of joy. And with that Wand King Leo crown, it's something that you really want. That Wand King energy, it's the visionary. This is like, this is my life. I'm looking over my world, my domain. What is it that I'm creating? What is it that I'm liking what I'm seeing? And if there's something I'm not liking I'm seeing, how am I going to bring that in? So I feel like for a lot of you, this is to do with work. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So that is the card of working hard at something. And yeah, with the Jupiter Sagittarius energy as well, it could be very expressive, but I do feel like this could be to do with expansion of long-term goals and plans that are coming through here for you, Capricorn. Oh, the Page of Cups coming in. Right, so if you're looking for an offer or something's been quite surprising and you're like, I don't know if that's going to work, well, yes, you've got the Sun here. Wow, fantastic. Two very beneficial energies, the Jupiter and the Sun. Jupiter brings a lot of expansion and luck, expands everything, and we can see that this is good energy coming through here. The end of a cycle, the completion, the world, something has come to a successful completion. We've got the ending and the new beginning, something changed. There's some major arcanas coming through here for you. The 9 of Wands, yes, you will get to the end, even though it may not feel like it. You are, in fact, what I'm getting here is something is already energetically completed. So you're just tying, like on a soul level and on a human level, you're tying up those loose ends, which can be a little bit of ho-hum tedium because your heart is elsewhere. I feel like that's what's happening here, Capricorn. So I'm just trying to find the right space for everything for the moment. So doesn't usually bother me, but it is right this second. So let's I don't know why. I think it might be part of like the reading really is just wanting things to be in the right places, the right spaces, everything to kind of be perfect and feeling like, okay, it's all set and ready to go. So, yeah, let's see what's coming in for you. You're presenting as the Lovers card, so there could definitely be new love or a new connection here. Soulmate energy, the King of Swords, there could be a big decision coming up. The Hermit, going very deep to make that decision. And we have the Moon card, okay, interesting. And I just want to pull one more, the Page of Pentacles, wow. And boom, boom, we have the Tower at the base. My goodness, Capricorn, this reading is quite the reading, I would say. There are some big shakeups to happen with that Tower card, or a moment of complete clarity and inspiration and knowing. And once you know something, you can't unknow it. So the Sun card actually brings with it happiness, breakthroughs as well. So, but let's not get ahead of yourself, because you've got the Sun, you've got the Moon, you've got some big celestial energies here coming in, plus the Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting and changing, but to your favor. So this is very, very interesting. The Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Page of Cups. So Eight of Pentacles is, as we've discussed, it's just work, something you're working on, getting down to work. It could mean your work or your career. So, you know, crossed by the Page of Cups is a surprise offer or an offer of love that's coming in towards you, or maybe it's you thinking of offering something to somebody else. So you are crossed by that in that maybe the offer hasn't come in, or you're not sure about it, or it's you can't see it. I mean, it just feels like a good offer, whatever this is, but it feels like it's not quite connected with you yet for whatever reason, or, you know, you're not ready. So it could be you're readying at this point in time, but in your conscious mind, the Sun, I mean, fantastic. You are seeing everything so clearly now, and the Sun enlightens everything. It brings a lot of clarity. It's the happiest card in the deck. So sometimes if it's in your conscious mind, it could be all around your happiness. If you're not feeling this, there's actually a very positive shift towards that, but it might be that you're thinking to bring in more of that. But the Sun card also brings breakthroughs, something you've been hitting a wall against for a while and just going boom, 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 like banging your head against the wall, and finally in comes the inspiration, the shift, shift of direction. It's like, now I've got the focus. Now I know where I'm going. Now I feel like it's all stations go. So that is going to bring in itself a lot of happiness, I would say. And at the base, we have the World card. So this is where the completion has cycled. Something has ended. And it's kind of interesting here because you've got the Moon card as well as the outcome. And I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but it is around cycles and allowing a cycle to naturally end, and also trusting that this offer that's coming in, this new thing that's starting small and developing in your life, and it could be, you know, it could be something, a relationship or doing something that you love. I do feel like it's connected potentially this is something that if it is a relationship, yes, it's good, but it's also, it feels very connected to that earth energy in that it's, your energy, but it's very practical. I mean, it feels like it could be something you could be making money or bringing security or something good around some kind of fulfilling some kind of need. You know, it's something you're going to build upon. It's not just, so it's starting small, but yes, it's that very first building block pretty much. But with the World card, it's saying it's something, I mean, you've got the World card as completions, the Ace is the beginning, something's birthing in your life, which is fantastic. And so with that comes this lovely sense of freedom and expansion. So that's a very nice energy to come through. In the recent past, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Someone's feelings may have changed, or you might be feeling very different about something underneath that Ace of Cups. So definitely there's been change in the wind. Something has been changing. It could have been to do with anything, this Wheel of Fortune. And you've got a lot of Jupiter in this. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is, it's a Jupiterian kind of card, and you're ruled by Jupiter and Sagittarius together. Fantastic energy to have as a ruling energy because, like I said, it brings a lot of good luck and fortune. So on the emotional front, the heart front, yeah, I feel like there's expansion and change coming through, but it doesn't have to necessarily be only on that front. So it feels like the wheels have started turning in your favor. So that actually feels really nice. Now, if it feels like these things aren't completing, because you've got the Eight of Wands, which is boom, yeah, feeling like finally on the home stretch and things are all really good and coming back home from a long journey where you've kind of been out there in the world. Your world might be about to be changing. You know, the World card does represent what we see around us as well. So, you've gone from the 8 to the 9. You are so close. You're getting there. You're absolutely getting there. But just at that very last minute where you're right at the finish line, boom, in comes this Tower energy. So the 9 of Wands really asks the question, what part of you is still looking behind at, still connected and engaged in the struggle? What part is ready to let that go now and to release that, because the Nine of Wands can mean you're much closer than you think. So and I feel like you'll get some very clear, so many like revelatory, clear messages coming through here, moments of clarity that just kind of go, oh, okay. And now you can just move forward positively. So it's really nice. You're presenting as the Lover's card, which is a real Gemini energy. It can represent a big choice and a big choice in love. As well. I mean, we do have the Ace of Cups, which is the birth of love, or choosing a direction of or a path that you're going to love. So, and again, I feel like there's a lot of clarity around that. The Lover's card can just be that you are feeling very much like you are just soulmate connected, like really connected to your own soul. So therefore you are kind of vibing and vibrating at this energy that you are attracting people on a similar level to you. This doesn't have to be romantic. You know, it can be people that come into our life and you just go, I know I was supposed to be your friend. I know I was supposed to work with you. I know you were supposed to be my mother or father or sibling or anything like that. But the Lover's card, I do feel like there is a big choice and decision here, because something's ending and it's stepping into this new energy, and it kind of feels like a fairly clear choice. And I think you know what the right decision is here. You know, I think you know what the right direction is here. I'm just getting you like kind of veering like this, just a slight pivot. And then suddenly we're heading in this right direction. But that doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to go through with it straight away. Doesn't mean you're necessarily like ready to jump into it yet. Some of you might be, some of you won't. But what you'll be getting is very clear messages, what's right and what isn't. So that's what we're getting with the Tower. And the Tower does shake things up. And if it does, I'm not getting anything too disruptive with this reading, to be honest. I feel like you are kind of getting over a hump of some sort, and on the other side where it's kind of the downward, the easy run home kind of thing. So not that it's going to be, the Tower card can shake things up. So there could be expect the unexpected. The Page of Cups is a very unexpected offer as well, and that's what's blocking you. So maybe it's kind of like something came in and it was out of the blue, or there was something, this offer was really out of the blue, and you're like, oh, maybe you're just not quite. It takes a little moment to process it. But what I like with the Lover's card, which could mean a big decision pending, is that it has got the King of Swords, which is my decision, the decision-making card. Above it, he's the real decision maker. It's very rational, detaching from situations or people or just the dramas around, and just looking at something quite rationally. It can sometimes be quite cold. It can be transactional, this King of Swords. But I do feel like it's kind of the energy that you probably need at this moment, just to really help you weigh up the pros and cons of why you would want to go through this decision. So I feel like the decision's being made through your mind, through your thoughts, through your intelligence, through your brain, through your rational mind. So the King of Swords is the energy surrounding you as well. So if this is not how you're feeling, there could be someone around you that is like this, that can be, and this could be what this Tower energy is as well, as someone that's just going, this is what's happening, very kind of coldly and rationally and transactionally. So that can also be part of this Tower moment. Now, the thing with the Tower is, in the moment, if it is one of those things that shakes everything up, the Tower is built on, it's ruled by Uranus, which ultimately frees you and liberates you, and so does this World card. So something is over, something is completed, and the Tower card is like anything that you built up in that throughout that cycle that was not built on a good foundation, that was not right for you or doesn't resonate for you anymore. It's like that just crumbles and goes. Now, the other thing with the Tower card is it can be quite literally falling in love. It can be. And we've got the cards here that support that as well. It can be letting down defenses, opening up to just where is this going, opening up. So that could be, and that can be an energy that doesn't have to necessarily be related to falling in love. It's just like, where are we off to next? So it's an interesting energy. But so depending on the cards that are around it, the cards are really, really positive. So, I feel like the next big adventure, the journey, is actually going to be really great. Now, the Hermit energy coming in as hopes and fears. Now, this is kind of, again, a withdrawal or feeling distant from people, places, things. and just kind of being slightly removed. It can also be going very deep within. It can represent soul searching, of just going deep within and finding the answers deep within. I do feel like the answers you're going to find, though, not in your intuition, not deep within, but inside your rational mind. And I feel like with this King of Swords energy is very Aquarius. The Tower is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is showing you in a very different way. These answers are coming as, like I said, flashes of insight. So that's why it's kind of interesting that we've got the Moon as the outcome next to the Page of Pentacles, because I feel like you're getting very strongly it's time. It's time to start developing this. And like I said, it might be starting small, and that can represent, the pages can represent children or teenagers as well. Like, it's a transitional phase. It's something that's building and ready to grow. It's ready to plant that seed and to look and see what's happening. Next to the Moon card, it's like perhaps there's something around this that's not being shown to you, or you're not seeing this opportunity, or you're not sure how it's going to happen yet. So if you're not seeing that because this is your intuition being a little bit clouded, there could be some fear or confusion around this. Boom, in comes the Tower card. Oh, I see really clearly now. So don't worry about it. It's just coming in a different way to usual. And then it feels like, okay, now I can actually finally see what this is and finally be able to move forward. So that feels really good. Now, the other message I'm getting with the Moon card is it is around cycles. It is around the fact that we're seeing a lot of cyclical thing, and it's very much saying a cycle has naturally ended and you're no longer going down a certain path. And that's why we're seeing a shift in the direction. And so part of the acknowledgement and acceptance of that actually makes that process a lot easier. I feel like the Page of Pentacles is actually a really exciting energy. It's often like, okay, I'm going to look at this opportunity. Yep, how are we going to develop this? Getting a bit excited. It can be brainstorming. Maybe it's very new. Maybe you haven't started it yet. Maybe you're making the decision to develop and start it because we're seeing that here. But either way, it's all at these very new stages, and it's exciting. It's like, brainstorming kind of energy, and it's starting to get excited about something. So that's actually really nice, Capricorn, coming through. And we have, I claim my own power and I lovingly create my own reality. Beautiful. That's that Wand King there. I ask for more understanding so that I may knowingly and lovingly shape my world and my experiences. Well, yes. I mean, we're seeing all that in here. Lovingly, the Ace of Cups, the world. Now, if you're asking for, what was it? The understanding. Definitely Uranus is bringing that to you. So I don't think the Moon card is your intuition. I'm feeling that that's not necessarily, for some of you might be really intuitive. I just feel like, the Tower card is almost an insight of intuition anyway. It's just a very different way. Oh, we have the key coming through. Beautiful. A beautiful little key as the charm coming in for you, Capricorn. And, whenever keys come in, it's always something's about to be unlocked, or something is being unlocked. It's being able to break through to the other side and see what this actual opportunity is here right in front of you. And for some of you, it may be that even the door to whatever this is, the seed that's about to be planted, was even clouded, and it was like I didn't even know there was something there. But it really is a sense that something's amazing is about to be unlocked, to see this perfect, beautiful opportunity that's bringing you down a path of joy and happiness. So it's a very lovely energy coming through for you, Capricorn, and I think it's a really good reading. So let's look at what's going on in the extended reading. We're going to leave this part of the reading here and look at what's coming in with the ending of this cycle. That's the only thing, is just getting to that finish line feel like the Nine of Wands can be feeling tired, exhausted. It can feel like, oh, how long is this going on for? We're definitely seeing the ending and the completion here, and a lot of happiness. So so let's see what's coming in the near future. Let's see what's coming in with this beautiful opportunity and how it's going to grow and blossom, and any other information we're getting through with that. Let's see what other insights what information the Tower is bringing as well. So there's a lot to kind of unpack and work with here. So we're going to look at all of that in the extended reading, what's in the near future and the future beyond, and then any other intuitive messages that you need to hear in this part of the reading. And then we're going to look at career, money, love and relationships and focus in on those 3 areas and just really hone in. So I'd love it if you come over to the extended reading, Capricorn. The link is in the description box below and I usually pin it to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other and you enjoyed this reading and would like to support the growth of the channel, then please like, subscribe, share and leave a comment because that lets YouTube know that you appreciate this content. So thank you so much for joining me and I look forward to seeing you next time, Capricorn.